All right, guys, we just rolled over 600,000 Sims in this city, and I wanted to show you how it worked and what my plan was and what the roadmap was and how it's all going. So we have 602,000 here. Let's start with the roads, I guess. This is in Matisse Plains in the Viridian Woods region. So the highway goes from here to here, straight across. And I bumped it out to make room for a recycling plant and a trash, which is not too full, which is amazing. And then I ran one high-density streetcar avenue up the middle there, and then I put one sideways like this, and one sideways like this, and one sideways near the back, with enough room for streetcars before the railroads. Here's my hospital, here's my fire, here's my police. I don't have power, water, or sewage. That is all in the next town over, and I'll show you that real quick before we pop back into that one. Over here. So this isn't Sandbox, but I've got the unlockables and the cash in my real non-Sandbox region to give this a try. So here I just laid down a quick grid of avenues and plopped some people and some commercial, and then lots of industrial to provide some jobs and some freight maybe for the next town over. I don't know if that's how it works. We've got a fully decked out oil power plant and another one. We got a fully decked out water pumping station and another one. And we have 3 sewage treatment plants fully expanded, except I think this one is actually missing one of its dealy deals. I plopped down a hospital and a police and a fire to keep track of these guys, and a trade port to take some of the freight if it's needed. And yeah, so I let this run long enough to, I don't know, get 4,500 people, but it is providing power, water, and sewer over here to our big boy. So let's pop back over and take a look at a few of the things that are going on with this city. We've got zoning. Let's take a look at that. So as you can see, the industrial is down here at the bottom of the map where the wind blows. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 high density medium tech factories where there's a medium density, and there's a little guy and another medium density. So there's not that much. Other than that, down here we just have the recycling center and the garbage dump. Let's get rid of that one. No shoppers in a town of 600,000. Probably that one too. And then where's the other one? Instead of looking for what needs to be bulldozed, you can click this little icon and it'll go right to it. Right here. Okay. So yeah, back to the zoning map. Industrial, not very much at the bottom of the map. And then let's turn sideways here, and you can see that between these avenues, there's a middle part is commercial, and over here the end part is commercial to buffer against the industrial. And then we have residential, 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 and residential. And then finally I put some back on the back avenue here too, because I wanted to push the population even higher. I could get rid of these roads, but I don't know. They're just sort of there. They're ornamental. They're kind of fun. I didn't zone here or here. And I actually have little gaps in the zoning right here on either side. I figured I could fill in a little bit of commercial or residential as needed. So as you can see, our power's at a 0 balance. So is our water. Sewage sometimes reads negative, but it's all flowing. So it's all fine. Let's crank up time. See, there it goes. It's flowing. And if we check the actual map, we can see that the buildings are not moderate or full or spewing. They're all empty. So that's working great. Trash feels like it's going to become a problem at some point, more so recycling. And I'm wondering if it might not be better just to build multiple dumps and burn everything. Here we have a full complement of trucks, and this never gets quite full with just 2 burners. We're picking up 6,200 garbage cans collected per day. The recyclable material storage gets full. The reclamation lines are not enough. There's 2 alloy, 1 metal, 1 plastic, and they're sending all that stuff over here to the trade depot, which is exporting it. I probably could have gone with all alloy and then just one alloy lot over here, and that would have saved me a little bit of space. But I'm still okay with how it's going. It says there's 53,000 recycling bins per day. I don't believe that. I think the numbers get messed up over time with this, but it is what it is. Okay, 0 fires, 0 buildings burned down per day. Moderate risk just about everywhere. Is this an abandoned building? It is. Not enough freight shipments for that guy. Okay. Health, 0 deaths per day. Could you ask for anything more than that? We've got 4 wellness vans. The fire truck does, or the fire station does have a pretty full complement of stuff. There's all of the marshal offices, all of the garages, and even all the hazmat garages. Although I don't think that was necessary. And the thing that speeds up the dispatch. The police, there's 10 out of 50 jail cells are full. I haven't added any cars. We're just starting with the original 4, and I think there's 3 detective wings. And the police dispatch tower. And that's it. For that, why are you complaining? You're not. Okay, we've got over 12,000 out of under 12,000 total students enrolled. 12,000 plus enrolled, under 13,000 in the whole city, with 8 community colleges spread out the way that you can see right there. So there's the education map. Whoops. And they do complain about wanting extension wings, but I don't give them any. There's the tech map. And that's real nice. And then for mass transit, we do have all 3 streetcar dealies. The average wait is 29 minutes. We only have 12,000 riders a day, which confuses me a bit, but we're up to 617,000 Sims. So that's pretty crazy. No one's unemployed. We have a ton of available jobs. That got a little dire for a while. We had unemployed people, but as the population got bigger, the number of jobs ballooned artificially. We have some unsold goods, apparently. All the shoppers are satisfied, but not all the commercials are satisfied. So we could use more, even more residential, I think. Unfortunately, we don't have nearly enough freight to keep up with the commercial itself. So we'd honestly need to build more industrial too. 90 tourists, 0 homeless. And that's about it. Let's check out the happiness map. Lots and lots of happy folks. Look, someone is building here. What's going on here? For sale. For sale. Our population's about to go up some more. Some of the buildings were really stubborn when it came to upgrading. But as you can see from the density map here, we've got a lot of dark blue. This one's building. Here's medium density. Medium. Medium. But the buildings seem to pack themselves in pretty efficiently. Here's a medium density. You know, they're never going to be able to upgrade because of the gap here. Not enough room to increase density, I believe that. But for the most part, we packed them in pretty efficiently here. Here's a bunch of medium density, and we're at 640,000, so I think we could get higher. This is partially cheese, I suppose, because it is sandbox. But like I said, I've unlocked all the stuff that I'm using here in my real region, and I have the money to be able to run at a crazy deficit too. I set the taxes at 1%, and I've boosted my hourly income quite a bit, but I could weather this storm. It would take, I don't know, $6 million to get a city this far, running at a terrible deficit, and I think I can handle that. 657,000. I'm just gonna let this run and babysit it a little bit and see what we can get. Eventually, all these building fires are gonna probably hurt us. I think it would probably be smart to build helicopters on the fire stations and get rid of the trucks altogether. But we're gonna need to build an airport to do that. So I may do that, I don't know. But this is about the best I've done. 650, well, this is the best I've done, 650,000. So yeah, I may build a city like this in the region. I may hold on to this video until I'm done building a city like this in the region. And if it doesn't go well, I'll release this as proof of the concept. I don't know. I'm not too stressed about it. I'm just I just wanted to capture the moment. When it was getting close to 600,000, I thought I should just turn on the recording software, just in case, you know, I want to see it. Let's go for a drive. What a cool town. Really packing them in here. We could take a turn on the street. Ooh, that's the end of town, though. Let's turn the other way. Traffic somehow doesn't seem too ridiculous either. I mean, it's 5:54 a.m. right now. When's it get bad? 7 a.m.? Look, a bunch of people just left their buildings at 6 a.m. Look at this guy. All right, so there you go. That's 600,000 plus. 662. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you later in the basement.